Again, it just tells the story of it's the evil and the ugliness of people's hearts these days is everywhere.
This is Franky Rose's Think Tank. Here's your host, Franky Rose.
Hey guys, welcome back to the Think Tank. It's good to see you all. Well, hey Mom, how you doing? Let me just make sure I've got everything going here. So back to Stephan Sterns and his shite show. So some new to us video has been released. And I thought maybe we should go through it before we start looking at this audio. So once again, thank you very much to Plunder. She's very, very kind. She keeps me pretty much posted, keeps everyone pretty much posted when new stuff comes out. And usually goes through edits and stuff, so I'm not sure what's gone through here and what hasn't. But I'm pretty sure that we're going to learn a little bit. This is about a half hour. So let's check it out.
Collecting them close, okay? That's okay with you guys? Yeah. We're going to pull one more, and then we're going to have the dog sniff it out again and see if we can get another track going. Yeah. All right?
Can I get you, like, the last outfit she was wearing?
Has it been, like, with other clothes and all that, like your clothes?
It got mixed in with clean clothes and dirty clothes.
What do you think?
Is it on the floor there in the bathroom? It's in the laundry basket.
Were the other clothes not good enough?
No. We just try to collect separate ones, and then we separate all of them, just in case one was contaminated. We have something else we can use without having to come and bother you guys. I was just thinking on Sunday, galactic chatter. He's trying to open the door. Oh God! He opened the door. Sorry. He knows how to open doors.
Right.
Come here, Bubba.
Right.
Come here, Wyatt. Leave him. I'm gonna be going like right where you guys are. You guys can go inside if you want. But then I just don't want him trying to track you guys. Yeah. Pretty cute little guy. Should we put our dog in Callaway? Just as long as everybody's inside. I'm not gonna go inside. I'm just gonna start at the front door. So I can go back. No, sorry. He backtracks a lot, so he kind of just circles.
I was just wondering if you could
Before you go black male, heavily on the head.
Here is newly released body-worn camera video footage that I just downloaded directly from the Orange County Sheriff's Office in the murder case of Stephan Sterns, the 38-year-old man who sits in a Florida jail awaiting trial or confession. His victim was 13-year-old Madeline Soto, the daughter of his on-again, off-again girlfriend, Jennifer Soto. Although the body cam video is dated Wednesday, February 28th, 2024, in the top right-hand corner, the Zulu or GMT 153 time means it was actually 5 hours earlier. Therefore, this took place on Tuesday, February 27th, 2024, at 9:53 p.m. Eastern Standard Time in Kissimmee, Florida. It is apparently a cold night, about 29 hours after Madeline was reported missing. Jennifer was bundled up in a hoodie and a zip-up jacket. The wind was howling, making it difficult to hear what was said at times. For his part, Sterns spoke in his typical low tones, but we can make out an interesting phrase that Jennifer told the officers who sought more of Madeline's clothing to give their search dog to sniff. I was just thinking on Sunday, the last day we had her, Jennifer said, and sort of performed an involuntary shake or convulsive movement like a seizure. She seemed to realize her mistake. The entire time, Jennifer and Sterns had insisted in their interviews that Maddie was still alive as of Monday morning, February 26th, 2024, the same day that the 13-year-old was reported missing. But alas, Jennifer admitted that Sunday was the last day they had her. What
Well, that's pretty important information to just be leaving out. Oh la la, guys.
What did Jennifer mean by saying the last day we had her? Did she accidentally admit that Maddie died Sunday night after arriving at Jennifer's condo after her party? New information from police tells us that during Maddie's autopsy, quote, Dr. Giles expressed concern over the hyoid bone in Madeline's neck. Dr. Giles stated the right portion of the bone was not intact, which could possibly be related to her being strangled. Dr. Giles listed the initial outcome of the autopsy as pending, end quote. Find that PDF link below. Jennifer quickly corrected herself and stumbled over her words. She said Sunday. She had her birthday party. She wore a blue dress. Jennifer flared out her hands and arms to describe the cut of Maddie's pretty dress. Where's that blue dress, by the way? It must have been one of the last things worn. Jennifer says that dress would be helpful to the cops, but it was mixed with clean and dirty clothes. The officer asks if the dress was mixed in with other people's clothes. Jennifer said the dress was mixed with only Maddie's clothes. Stephan chimed in and asked, what about a pillow that she likes to sleep on? Underwear, Jen interjected, then told Sterns that he had already slept on the pillow that morning.
Sure, if that would be helpful with us mixed in with clean and dirty clothes, I think. Is it other people's dirty clothes or is it her just hers? Is her
What about
underwear?
like a pillow that she likes to sleep with?
Her underwear is
That, I mean, all that stuff works.
yeah, but you slept on the pillow this morning.
Oh, that's right. I snuggled with her pillow.
Like, would she
Underwear, there would be underwear on the bathroom floor.
Okay, I thought I
And
saw
that
her
hasn't been
yesterday.
touched, yeah.
Okay, then that's like the closest thing to her body.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Then
Okay.
most people do it.
Okay.
Okay.
I need to get a bag.
Yeah.
The officers must already pick up a weird vibe from these two. That's right, I snuggled with her pillow, Sterns said, using that snuggle word again. Jen said there would be underwear on the bathroom floor and that hadn't been touched. That's like the closest thing to her body, the officer said. Jen and Sterns agreed. The foursome made their way towards infamous apartment number 107, and that's where this short video ends. There's a brief snippet of the officers leaving the condo only 35 seconds later. The time says 154. So it must be 9:54 p.m. Let's watch that whole interaction now.
Freaking have his back.
Yeah, it's very snack motivated.
You need gloves or? Yeah.
But how do they sign off on it if it's all computer?
No, with the property form, there's a portion for them to sign off on it. But I don't.
Computer?
No, not on the computer, on the property, like the actual property form itself.
Oh.
But I don't have any, so I
I was
gotta.
gonna say, like, how does this work?
I guess I would just have to
You
double.
come back
Yeah.
again?
So I'm just gonna get them on body cam now, stating that we could pull it,
Yeah.
and then from there come back and then just make them sign one, I guess.
I guess, yeah.
Just to satisfy the agency. Let me go make contact with them now. Hey guys, so we're just gonna try to see if we can pull one more clothing for collection of clothes. Okay, that's okay with you guys? Yeah. We're gonna pull one more, and then we're gonna have the dog sniff it out again and see if we can get another track going.
Sound fresh.
Yeah. All right.
Can I get you like the last outfit she was wearing?
Has it been like with other clothes and all that, like your clothes?
It got mixed in with clean clothes and dirty clothes.
What do you think?
Is it on the floor there in the bathroom?
It's in a laundry basket.
Were the other clothes not good enough?
No.
We just try to collect separate ones and then we separate all of them just in case one was contaminated. We have something else we can use without having to come and bother you guys.
I was just thinking on Sunday, the last week we had her. Actually, I don't know, but Sunday, she had a bunch of I think you need. I wasn't sure if that would be helpful, but that's mixed in with clean and dirty clothes, I think.
Is it other people's dirty clothes or is it
No,
her?
just hers.
Is her
What about
underwear?
like a pillow that she likes to sleep with?
Her underwear is
That,
not.
I mean, all that stuff works.
Yeah, but you slept on the pillow this morning.
Oh, that's right. I snuggled with a pillow.
Like would she have
Underwear, there would be underwear on the bathroom floor.
okay, I thought I
And
saw
that
it
hasn't
there
been
yesterday.
touched. Yeah.
Okay, then that's like the closest thing to her body.
Yeah.
So.
Then
Okay.
those things do it.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Prior to that interaction, Jennifer and Stearns were caught on the officer's body cam video at 9:24 p.m. hanging around their apartment's infamous red or burgundy front door. The cop told them that she's coming their way with the dog, and they could go inside their apartment if they so desired. The officer said she didn't want the dog trying to track them. Stearns said, "I find it fascinating to watch them work." Jennifer sounds like she asked if she should put their dogs away, but the officer told her that she was not coming inside with her K9. Stearns didn't stay inside the apartment, but wanders out after the dog opens the door to apartment 107.
Yeah. Yeah. He's gonna sniff everybody.
He did the same thing too yesterday.
He just hold on to that right now. Yeah, it's good that he smells everybody because then he kind of differentiates who's been around. Have him go potty. Oh, hold on, buddy. Wasn't pooped potty today, so he that's probably another thing he's gonna look for. Where? I'm gonna be going like right in front of the door though. I'm gonna be going like right where you guys are. Yeah. You guys can go inside if you want, because then I just don't want him trying to track you guys. Yeah. He's a pretty cute little guy. Just as long as everybody's inside. I'm not gonna go inside. I'm just gonna start at the front door. Watch out, Wyatt. Leave it. Check.
Wow. Yeah, I just want to see how it works. Pretty fascinating.
Everything. They're
A
so
little nervous.
Plus the wind is not gonna help you.
Yeah, well, it's like a tunnel between the buildings, so it's
breezeway in a sense.
yeah. Uh-oh. My friend. I'm gonna have to pick that one up. I have bags in the car. Wyatt, really?
You gotta go when you gotta go.
Oh, God. It stinks. I'm just gonna have him face the other way, and then he's trying to open the door. Oh God, he opened the door. Sorry, he knows how to open doors. Come here, Bubba. Come here, Wyatt. Leave him. Yeah, he knows how to open the doors with the handles on him. Come here, leave him. He'll probably try to. I bet you anything, he's gonna turn back around and try to
Go back to that.
Yeah, because he knows now there's a.
Yeah, I think so too, Dandy. I think whatever happened in that apartment. I really do. I think, personal opinion, Stephan knows what happened. Jen knows what happened. Stephan's parents they got a lot to absorb, but I'm pretty sure that they know it was Stephan. Yeah, I had to go to the pate. Hey, Donna, welcome, friend.
Go out there. Come here. Ugh, God, your poop stinks. Come here. Sit. Quiet. He does not want to cooperate. Come here.
Journal, Hispanic female, white shirt, black pants. The Hispanic male, gray sweatshirt, jeans,
Come here.
2026.
All right. Go ahead and open it.
3412, regarding the verbal, be advised to take call back. Stating that the journal is
Bad day.
Yeah, I have not had time to go through those documents yet. I'm going to do this stream after we're done here. We're going to take a look at, or have a listen to, I guess, Stephan's parents. And that'll be the end of their interviews. And then we'll start getting into what we've got as far as Jennifer and it. I don't even like to say his name.
That's not his tracking behavior. That's not normal.
News on 408, 911, South Rio Grande Avenue and Americana Boulevard, South Rio Grande Avenue and Americana Boulevard. Two subjects laying on the road, 03, 2027.
Which car is his?
Right.
He's just circling. He's crittering. So, and now he's gonna go back. But, no, sorry. He backtracks a lot, so he kind of just circles. We're done. Like, this is weird. I just want to see if he. The car's been moved by then. So, yeah, the area where he had parked before could have been different. So it could have been right here. I was just wondering if he hit on the car, but.
He's skipping that stuff. Maybe not.
not going to give me anything. Let me just circle it. It's going to be normal because if she got into the car, this is the area where she lives. Yeah. I'm going to put him back in the car. Come here. He's coming out. After being told that it's distracting. Come on. Up. Up. I know, buddy. Hi. No, you don't have to be on top of me. Come on. No, sir. No, son. Come on. Stand. Get back.
The male officer's body-worn camera picked up a different vantage point of those same events. That night, that same good doggy would work really hard, searching for Maddie to no avail that evening. Canine searches had already been conducted the night before.
So do you guys remember? This is from earlier, and we watched them look for Maddie right around that church and in the parking lot and what have you, and they were not getting any sense. I do believe that's what we're talking about here.
Just after midnight on Monday, with the video ending when the officer made entrance into Jennifer and Sterns' condo.
I could feel him like shake the whole car earlier. I was leaning up like his car and he started shaking it. I'm like, damn. Big boy.
Yeah.
He did the same thing.
Everybody.
He did the same thing too yesterday.
He, just hold on. Yeah, it's good that he smells everybody.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Hold on, buddy.
Oh.
Potty today.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That's probably another place. Another thing to look for.
Yep. Like last time. There's a car coming. Coming from this way. Alright. This looks good. I'll stop them if they come down this way.
I'm going to be going like right in front of them.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I'm gonna be going like right where you guys are. You guys can go inside if you want, because then I just don't want him trying to track you guys.
Kind of fascinating to watch more.
Yeah. Pretty cute little guy. Should we put our dog in Callaway?
Yeah, me
Just, as
too,
long as
Sarah.
everybody's inside.
Me
I'm not
too.
gonna go inside. I'm just gonna start at the front. Go away.
You know, exactly what you're talking about there is where my mind goes when I'm thinking of all this. The network is immense. It makes me wonder if it might be something along those lines as to why maybe Jennifer is not being charged. I mean, I just think the same as Sarah. I think this is a lot bigger than we know. It's the timing and all of those arrests, very sus to me, as is the fact that they haven't picked her up at this point. I don't understand why she's not in the hoosegow with him unless she's feeding them some kind of information. That's about all I can think. Honestly is.
There's so many smells here.
Plus the wind is not No help either.
Yeah. Well, it's like a tunnel.
Yeah.
Building.
Like like a breezeway in a sense.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh.
Found it.
My friend. I'm gonna have to put that one. I have bags in the car. Wyatt, really? Oh, God. Yeah. I'm just gonna have to face the other way, and then he's trying to open the door. Oh, God. He opened the door. Sorry. He knows how to open doors. Come here, Bubba. Come here, Wyatt. Leave him. Yeah. Yeah, he knows how to open the doors with the handle. Come here, leave him. He'll probably try to, I bet you anything he's going to try to
Go back to that.
because he knows now there's a dog there. Come here. Not doing it. Come here, please. Come here. Sit. Wyatt.
Purple option 12603, Weinbart Road. Complaint for sister-in-law, Hispanic female, white shirt, black pants. This with the Hispanic male, gray sweatshirt, jeans, code to 2026.
All right. Go ahead and open it.
3412, regarding the verbal, be advised, please call back, stating that the sister-in-law is taking her
Bethany.
Sierra 47.
Perfect. That last call.
Ten further units are already posted. Continues on 408, 911 EM, South Rio Grande Avenue and Americana Boulevard, South Rio Grande Avenue and Americana Boulevard. Subject staying on the road, 03-2027.
Which car is this?
Right here.
Oh. Circling. He's triggering. Sorry, now I can't go back. No, sorry. He backtracks a lot, so he's kind of the circles.
This is quite the dog that they've got. He's got a lot of personality.
The car
So does
Yeah.
Illegally supported by the Hispanic
the area where
on the property.
he had parked before could have been different.
Yeah.
That could have been right here.
That's very good.
4-year-old black male, heavily on the head. 3406, you wait for you.
It's gonna be normal.
Yeah.
Got into the car, the area where she lived. after being told that it's Franky. Come on. Up.
So, so what we'll listen to now is going to be the police telling Stephan Sterns' dad that Stephan has been arrested. I'm going to put up some of the new photos that were released. Nothing graphic, but very telling. So let's do this. Crank it up.
No, go ahead.
So we were initially gonna go ahead and use the consent, but we're gonna kind of slow down on that aspect. We want to make sure we can follow that way. Understood. To do what's best for her and to make sure that we're above board on everything. So while we greatly appreciate your cooperation, we're not gonna force entry in there right now. Does your wife ever go to the storage unit? Does she what? Ever go to the storage unit? No. No, she's never been to that storage unit.
How does he know the code to your code to the storage unit? Is it written down somewhere?
Nope. So I was thinking about that earlier. So there's another incident here. So I get a call from the storage unit 2 or 3 weeks ago telling me that they were running an audit of the units because there was going to be an inspection or something, and my unit wasn't properly locked. So
Okay.
the way it works is that you've got this slide mechanism, unlock it and then unbolt it from the hinge. And then you have to push it back and secure it in one of the 2 holes. And they said it wasn't properly locked and they had flagged it and I needed to get over there and fix it. So I went over there, opened it up, looked at it, everything's fine, and then locked it properly. And I'm gonna say maybe there's a 50-50 chance I did that, but I'm pretty anal about it. And so I don't know.
A 50-50 chance you did what? What do you mean?
Pardon?
A 50-50 chance you did what?
I may not have locked it properly, or maybe now that I'm aware that he possibly had a key to it, that he went into the unit.
Okay.
But nothing out of the ordinary.
Has he ever gone to the unit to help you with something and you gave
Oh, he's helped me load it.
So he could have the code for that.
Maybe he observed me punching in the code,
Okay.
which is pretty devious on his part.
Yeah.
I mean,
So,
How long did it take you to get up here last night?
pretty good time.
When you say pretty good time.
There's no traffic.
So what
None on 75 and nothing on, so I think I got up here, I'm definitely under 3 hours, but I would say at least 2.5 hours. Trying to figure out where we were going to stay because had no idea. So we found the place out there off of Western Parkway. So I think I left around midnight and got up here 2:45-ish.
all right. Well,
I could pinpoint it exactly just by looking at what time.
That's all right. That was kind of just
just a ballpark because we don't go down to Northport at all. Well, so we've been all very straightforward with each other. You've inferred several times that you suspect there's more going on. We did do a release. Your son has been arrested for sexual battery.
What?
Your son was arrested for sexual battery. Essentially rape. Okay. And that's where we're at with this investigation right now.
Obviously it wasn't gin, but.
so it's still active, so we won't get into who the
Yeah.
victim is, but I mean, you've done this job before. I think you can reasonably infer where we're at.
Yeah.
So that's kind of why things are going to slow down a little bit.
Understand.
We're gonna we're slowing the pace down just a little bit. In that regard, not necessarily in the regard of trying. Okay, so we're going to be
executing a search warrant down there at the storage unit. There's no reason to break the lock. We're just going to go take a look.
So you need me there with the key to let you in?
Not necessarily. They'll coordinate that, and we'll coordinate with the storage unit and get that done. So that's kind of where we're at, and I'm pretty sure Jen already knew that happened. So
Jen do what?
Jen does know, correct?
Yes, so
Jen knows that he's been arrested. Jen doesn't know anything about the incident itself.
She's a little more informed, given that direct involvement. Whether she chooses to share that with you or not.
Yeah, we're protected under law of disclosing victims' information. But we've had a long conversation, and all that.
Before you go, because I don't know if the Kissimmee officer has your contact information, just so I can relay it. What is your phone number, Mr. Sterns? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hand that to the lead detectives on the case.
So you say Kissimmee, so it's not.
Initially, we believe this was going to be a sheriff's office case, and at this point, it's not looking like it's going to be a sheriff. It's going to be a Kissimmee case. Now we are heavily involved, which is why we're all here.
Well, you got two issues you're dealing with here.
What's that?
You got the missing person that's in your jurisdiction, and then I guess the Kissimmee's handling the other issue. Yes.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct. So we're going to continue to remain involved, and that's the semantics of it, of who's investigating. But that's why we're at the Orange County Sheriff's Office today, not the Kissimmee Police Department.
So will he be transported to Kissimmee or
eventually?
Yeah.
Eventually. So initially, he'll be at Orange County, and then eventually he'll go to Osceola.
Is there multiple counts?
Right now, there's only one count.
Okay.
But the investigation's still unfolding, so there could be more.
I don't anticipate him getting out anytime soon. So,
No.
What I would ask is that you remain available. I mean, you've been.
We're still trying to.
Yeah, I think you understand the gravity of what we're doing. Our first priority, and that's why we've tried to elicit this cooperation from you. Understand there probably gonna be some costs at your house down there, maybe some costs at the storage unit. We just ask that you're available for us.
So will I be interacting with Northport PD?
Probably.
Okay.
Yeah. So one of our guys is going to get a bag, and he's going to drive down there and try to get this all facilitated within the next 24 hours. And Northport, I believe they were going to go talk to your wife and just make sure.
Yeah, I think that was
She was there.
Okay.
Well, they were there when I was talking to her. So.
All right.
When you say available, you need me here or just
No, I mean
accessible?
accessible.
Oh,
Be
accessible.
available by phone.
Yeah.
We as far as I know, we don't need you here for anything in Orange County. Obviously, I'm sure Jennifer needs you here, but that's up to you how you want to handle that.
Yeah.
I don't know if she has family locally, but
Jennifer has family locally, so we're trying to, I gotta get her back to her car.
Right.
And is she free to go back to the townhouse?
I'm not sure if we're still
shortly. She's not going to
processing that. Her car is the white Nissan.
Nissan. We have that car.
Yeah, we have that
Oh, now
car.
she doesn't have a car, so where's she supposed to spend the night?
Without sounding callous, ideally we'd like to get. The plan is to release her home back to her. We don't believe we need access to the home right now. I'll get you a definitive answer here shortly.
So she can go back home tonight.
Hopefully.
I'll get you an answer for that here shortly.
Hopefully.
What about the Lincoln that you impounded? What's the status of that?
That's still being processed.
Okay. I just want to give you fair warning that it's the poodle ambulance.
It's the poodle ambulance.
Because we
Okay.
put the dogs in there for when they're coming in season or they just had a litter of pups, so sometimes they get puke or blood smeared on the seats, and even when you try to clean it up, I said, I don't want somebody to get too excited and all of a sudden you pick up,
We've got experts on the case.
Makes a lot of sense.
It's animal blood.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, before,
He must be
what's that?
He must be quick to get an answer about the house.
poodle ambulance. Oh, thank you.
You put these pads down and they still manage to like their rear
Well,
ends
of
on
course.
leather seats, and you go, oh,
They're like kids, you know,
Yeah.
they just poop and pee and
Yeah.
vomit all over the place when you're least suspecting. So,
well, this has certainly been a change, 24 hours of change. I don't know whether to say I'm flabbergasted or impressed at Stephan's endeavors.
well,
He was, as far as I knew, he was going to pass out at 3 a.m.
yeah.
It didn't take me long to crash and burn, and then to find out that he made this round trip to Northport.
Well, I can't imagine what's going through your head right now, and I do sympathize for you and your family.
I'm pissed that he's done this to us, done this to himself, done this to us and somebody else.
It's not an unreasonable thought, not unreasonable at all.
He honestly just said that he is peeved that Stephan did this to them. What the actual F is that? He did this to Madeline Soto. Whoa. Unfrickin' real, this family.
I had no idea of the issue and what he may be capable of doing here, and it's just like
Jeez.
a revelation.
Yeah.
I've always told him to respect law enforcement, respect the law. But,
What he did
appears that he's
to
decided
them.
To live a different lifestyle. I mean, one time he got pulled over by the highway patrol, I could hear him yelling at the highway patrol. And
Right. Yeah.
Don't do that.
What he did
Haul your butt
to
up from
them.
Winter Garden to outdoor, and that's a long way to go. And I said, you don't want to upset the guy. The guy was very, very professional. Apparently he was driving on a maybe a registration issue or something, so I had to go up and get him because they wouldn't let him drive the car. But, you know, it's like the old saying, you don't fool with the IRS or the Lone Ranger, and you don't fuck with the highway patrol. They're not nice guys. They can be, but they're nice guys.
Oh, they're cranky, you know. They're traffic guys. They're cranky.
Give me a ticket. You know?
Yeah.
I've got plenty of warning tickets from them, so I feel
Yeah.
blessed.
Knock on wood, right?
Yeah. But,
What he did to them.
okay. So what, you guys are going to arrange to get access to the storage unit?
Yes.
Okay, so you don't need to be involved.
Yeah, we'll take care of that. I truly, you know, my thought right now is if you're available for your family, available for, you know, that kind of thing right now, and get some sleep, however hard that may be, and then we'll let you know what needs may arise, if any. So we're trying to facilitate all this, you know, least amount of intrusion in your life.
Well said. Well said.
Yeah. Let me just write home. The model home? The model home? 13. No, Luis has been there today, so no.
What a disgusting thing to say.
Yeah. He's been there all day. And he would have been there very early in the morning, or Luis would have been there around 10 o'clock, and he would have noticed that. Okay. Bye.
Unreal, guys.
In speaking to our
Poor Chris and Deb.
So I don't have a timeline for that. I imagine they're in communication with her. She may already know that, but they are not leasing the apartment today.
Is she still out in the car?
She should be. Yeah.
Well, she called me earlier. So she's frightened to be out there.
Well, I mean, it's reasonable. I mean, we're good to walk downstairs. This was just
Yeah.
kind of a debriefing.
So I'm going to the office tomorrow and spend some time there. Do you need to get together with me anytime tomorrow before I leave town and head back?
If we do, we'll contact you. If you're back in Northport, that's not an issue. We're going to have one of our detectives down there. If we need to liaison with you at some point, we'll make that.
Okay.
They give us county cars and county gas, so we can drive.
And they have AC, not like back in the day.
Well, we had 480,
Whatever that means.
4 windows down, 80 miles an hour.
All
go.
right. That's how you got the guy going 70 in a little one.
I had to stop and back up. Not really.
So, Mr. Stearns, we had a long, long conversation, 2 of them. Do you swear everything you told me is true?
Yeah.
Okay. Very good.
I have nothing to hide.
Very good. Well, we
You seem like a good man.
really do appreciate it. I'm sorry that your son, we're going down this path.
Well, like I said, I questioned my wife last night. I said, do we really know? And she got pretty pissed at me. But I said,
Well, you're going to have to deal with when she looks at the news here soon. I don't know. It's
Yeah.
better to find out, for her to find out by looking at the news, or for you to tell her
well,
first.
we don't get, I mean,
Shouldn't
I'm
get
sure
Orlando
there'll be some
news,
news
right?
down there. And, you know, my greatest fear is that what we can experience as far as blowback. I'm a private person, and that really,
Yeah, well, your son
I'm
changed
not gonna say
that.
it terrifies me, but it really stated that, you know, the media frenzy and what have you, that somebody wants the angle, you know, hey, I've got the hot story today, you know.
I mean, and my partner can probably speak better to it, but I mean, expect that you may have a car or two out front of your house, given, you know, his relationship to Northport, but, you know.
I think your saving grace is that you're not in the Orlando market, right?
Right.
You're in the Tampa market, I can only imagine. You're not. Stearns isn't the most common last name, but it's not the most rare last name.
Yeah.
And you're talking about a statewide search. They'd have to do a really good job, I think, to find you.
Yeah.
I'm not saying they're not good at their job, but
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I'm out there in the public, you can just Google me.
yeah.
You know, I'm gonna come up because I'm in real estate. So,
Yeah.
You know,
Well, I wouldn't be concerned about that until there's a problem. And if they're out in front of your house, you know, you can always call Northport and they can advise you. But if they're ever on your property, just tell them to leave.
Yeah.
You know, as far as professional blowback or anything like that, it's tough for everybody to put 2 and 2 together.
does Jen know that you did this?
So we did speak to Jen.
I wasn't
spoke to-
privy to those interviews,
Jen
yeah.
spoke to the Kissimmee Police Department. So my understanding is she is briefed very well. But that's a conversation you guys could probably have, you know, on the drive back or at some point in the near future.
I just don't see where he had the energy to do this. I mean, unless he was faking it with me at 3 a.m. this morning, I don't know where he got the effing energy. But you're telling me he was down there at 7:45?
Dandy.
I mean,
Oh, yes, we can.
7:45, 3:45. He waited till she got up, went to sleep and snuck out. Not long after we all said goodnight.
You
You're
can't,
just the perfect
reason.
parents, I'm sure of it.
as a reasonable person, you can't understand the unreasonable. There's no way you'd be able
I
to
don't
wrap your
think
head
he's
around
reasonable.
anything that he's accused of doing or that he did. There's no way that any of us would be able to, even with all of our experience in public safety, there's just no way. So,
Wow. I mean, obviously, making a move like that, there's something going on here.
all right, well, let's get you out of here, Mr. Stearns, and you can try to get some rest. Yeah.
Where can I go?
I'll think about it.
Okay.
Okay, so we have one more with the parents. And here we
Big
go.
ass tower out in Bithell. And there were people working on it. They didn't send me to it because I was stationed someplace else, but I heard that guys were walking through the field. Oh, here's a utility bill. Pull it up and there's a body.
Yeah.
I mean, that's smacks that person into the ground.
Oh, wow.
And that was a big
That's
event.
terrible.
Back then we had stainless steel revolvers.
Yeah.
And I was telling the other guy I was driving at one time I had a Pala that the siren button was a button on the floor, left side.
Yeah.
No air conditioning.
No air conditioning in Central Florida?
Yeah.
Yeah,
And I pulled the
that's
guy
terrible.
over and I clocked him, and it was just above Brewer Hill on Aloma. And he said, I said, you were doing 70. And he said, no, this car won't do it 70. I said, this car does 70, and it was clocking you at 70. Gave him a ticket.
How long did you do?
I was in a couple of years, and then I just felt like I wanted to get into sales. There was a guy that lived in an apartment complex I lived at that worked for Stouffer Foods, and so here's the life. He's on the phone, he's making hotel reservations, he's making golf reservations, he's making dinner reservations. He had a company car, and I said, I want a job like that. So I went to Atlanta and ended up getting a job with Campbell Soup, and I was in the food business for 20 years.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah, very nice.
So obviously this is a huge deal, right?
Obviously, it's changed from where it was at 3 o'clock.
Yeah. So throughout our investigation, we came up with, obviously you live down in North Fort.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And I'm just going to shoot you straight out of respect for you and everything else.
Appreciate it.
There's a storage unit down there.
Yeah, I have a storage unit.
You have a storage unit. Is that your son's storage unit,
No,
or
it's
is that
mine.
your storage unit?
Yeah.
Okay.
Does he have access to it?
No, I have the keys.
Okay. Were you aware that did your son come visit you on Monday morning?
This Monday?
Yeah.
No, he
the day
left
she
Sunday.
disappeared. Okay.
He left Sunday,
No, go ahead. Evan.
So, what time did you get here last night?
3 a.m.
3 a.m. When you got here, where did you meet your son and Jennifer?
We apparently pulled up at the same time at the hotel.
Perfect. Okay. When you guys got there, what did you guys end up doing?
We checked into the rooms. They had 239. I had 203. Opposite ends of the building. I brought my stuff up, went over and said goodnight, and then hit the sack.
After you guys went to your separate ways, when's the next time you talked to Stephan?
I got up at 6:30, 3 hours sleep, and went to the office because I figured he would be sleeping in, crashed and burned, and didn't speak to Jen until 10:45-ish, and she called and asked if Stephan was with me, and I said no. Why? Well, he's not here. Oh, we'll go down to the lobby and see if he's down there. How long has he been gone? 25 minutes. Okay. I said, go check the lobby. And then I started to think about it, called her back, and I said, do you have your keys? No, I don't have the keys. So then she said, well, they just called and they're going to be out here within the hour. I said, oh, shit. So I drove out there. So it's probably out to the hotel because I was at my office.
Oh, okay.
Over off of Westwood. And I just grabbed my stuff and said, I'm going to go out there in case you guys showed up. I wanted to be there. So he hadn't showed up by the time I got there, and about 30 minutes later, he finally showed up, and I read him the fucking riot act.
Did he tell you where he was?
Well, he had an energy drink in his hand. He said he got lost. And, the back roads. Hell, I got lost, and I had a GPS. And I said, no, this isn't the right exit. I had to return. So I always get messed up over there.
Okay, so like my partner said, we're not here to waste your time. You've been in this line of work before. Did he tell you he was in Northport today? I'm assuming he didn't, based on your reaction. So, you need to take a seat? Or?
No,
okay.
He was in Northport.
Yes. What's the exit you take to get off at your house?
All right. 179,
Okay, do you know the street? Like,
Toledo Way.
so we have more than enough reason to believe that Stephan was in Northport today at the exit that you take to your house. Our concern is we're conducting a missing person investigation.
Yes.
Given the proximity of that exit to your home, what we're trying to find out is if she's just hanging out in your house, you just want to get her somewhere safe, we want to put eyes on her, make sure she's okay.
She's not at our house because my wife, well, here's something strange.
Is anybody at your house now?
Yes, hang on a second. We raise standard poodles.
Say it again?
We raise standard poodles.
Oh, okay.
Poodle. And they all, except they went on full fucking alert.
House throughout this period of time.
At what time you think
That's
that
what
was?
I'm
Okay.
What time did the dogs go full alert last night?
I'll grab your water.
Okay, fine. 319.
3:19 a.m.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you guys have like ring cameras, any kind of security cameras on the property?
Yeah. So we locked the door, and I don't, and the door has a keypad, but when I left last night, it wasn't flashing. And that keypad, the battery's been in that thing for 4 years. So I called, I said, hey, that keypad doesn't seem to be working. It's not working right. So if you go out the garage, or you need to come back into the garage with the remote control. But she said the dogs went full alert at 3:19. We were at the hotel at 3 o'clock, so there's no way he could have been in Northport.
How big is your property down there?
Quarter acre.
So we've been in communication with some law enforcement down there and kind of working some leads. Would it be all right if we send someone to go talk to your wife?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll coordinate that. So she's home now.
Right?
Yeah, so we're working a missing person investigation currently, like so.
Well, let me give her a heads up because it's going to be noisy.
Okay.
We got 5 standard poodles.
How is your property out there? Is it like a neighborhood? You guys have...
No, it's on standard lines.
Okay.
Standard lots.
Yeah.
So no
Is it
woods
gated?
or-
What?
Is it gated?
No, it's on standard lines. It's just, no.
Yeah.
Our backyard's gated. They may want to, they're going to come over and want to search a house for, apparently, can I tell?
Yeah.
Apparently, Stephan made a trip down to Northport last night. Or this morning, I should say. I have no idea. But there's a storage unit, but he wouldn't have access to the keys to the storage unit because I have the only key to it. And that would have been locked in my car and he would have had to come in my room, which he didn't have a key to get into it. He doesn't have a key. He took Jen's key. Storage room. It's in my console.
Can she check and make sure the key's there?
What? Well, is the key in the basket? We'll go look at the key in the basket.
The key in the console is in this car that you're driving out?
Hang on a second. What?
You said the key in the console is in this
My car. Yeah, it's only one key.
This car out here?
Yeah. Do I need to go look?
Yeah, let's go see if it's in there.
Yes, she can look for the key in the house. We can look for the key in the car.
You were wondering if he had a house. You use that to transfer the and the cube and they bleed in the back seat for whatever procedure they have. So that's it. Hello, sailor. Watch out, sailor.
Oh, there's a poodle with you.
No, it's Oh no, that's like a. It's my sister's too. Yeah, right there.
And that's the only key you
That's the
have
only
to
key.
the storage unit?
Yeah. There's supposed to be 2 keys, but I haven't seen that key yet.
Is his name on the storage unit at all?
No, it's not.
Like he can't show up and say, hey, I lost my key. Can you
No.
give me access to...
No.
In theory, right? Here's your waters.
Oh, thanks.
So other than the storage unit in your house, could you see any reason for Stephan to go down where you live?
No.
Does he have friends down there, other family members?
No other family members. He's got some friends or acquaintances that he plays whatever war games or stuff.
Like computer games or?
No, it's a board game.
He plays like card games and action figures.
Oh,
Yeah,
gotcha.
he's painted all these caricatures and what have you. He's gotten, some awards or recognitions for the work that he's done with these characters. But what time did you catch him on the camera down there?
He knows exactly what it is. He's on the phone, so I don't want to misspeak. But it was clearly when you were unaware that he was down.
So I went to bed.
How long did it take you to get from Orlando to there?
Well, with no traffic out last night, 2.5 hours.
Okay.
But if you're dealing with traffic early this morning, you're going to be looking at close to 3.
Yeah.
Because the traffic on I-4 getting out of here, and then you catch up to 75, and then you catch up to Bradenton. And
What ways can you go?
you can go through the center of the state.
Is that the turnpike?
No, the center of the state would be where the technical college is on I-4.
Okay.
You hit there, and then you go down like 27 or 17 or something. But you go down the center of the state and avoid all that bullshit.
So 27 to what?
I'd have to look it up on
70
the
or
app because
something?
I don't pay attention. I just follow GPS.
Okay.
But you're going down really middle of the state, and you come out at Arcadia, and then you head towards 75, Kings Highway, and then you go up north to Toledo.
Okay. It's like speaking German when
you're not right. Hey, listen, I grew up here.
Yeah.
Went to Winter Park High.
What brings you down to Northport?
Well, we build homes in 6 cities. I'm the broker for the company. We started in Poinciana and Nuevo Español. So I was actually going to go to Palm Coast, and then I went over to look at some homes that we were building in Northport. I said, "Oh, this is beautiful. I love it. It's rural."
Yeah.
And I said, and I expected it to mirror our experience in Palm Coast, but we had a bit of a rocky start. Right now, I got 100 homes that are going to be completed, and the market's changed, and I'd love to be able to sell them right away. But I went down there because I thought it was a better area. The whole Southwest is a great area.
It's a booming area.
It is.
Yeah.
I mean, Northport was rated the 2nd fastest growing city last year.
Just got to get these Yankees to come down and buy some homes.
Well, everybody's stuck in their homes.
Yeah.
They love those 2 and 3% interest rates, which
Yeah.
will never go away.
No.
And they'll never repeat.
They'd be foolish to get rid of those.
Yeah. Well, the Northerners coming down here will, because they want to get the hell out of the North.
So when you read your son the Riot Act, what do you mean by that?
I said, "What the fuck are you doing?" I said, if they came here and you weren't here, they would immediately put a bolo out and find you and arrest your ass and just haul you off to jail. Is that what you want? I'm just so fed up with him at this point. And obviously there's something here because I've been here almost 6 hours. They've been here 6 hours. So something's going on. Look, he spent a lifetime lying to us.
Okay.
And it's just never gotten better. And he fed me some bullshit the other day. And before I left the house the other night, I turned to my wife and I said, "Do we really know Stephan? Can we honestly say we really know him?" Yeah. And she got really kind of defensive a little bit. I said, "No, I'm not saying that he did something, but can we honestly say we really know him?"
So the other day.
Well, when I left yesterday, when I left last night, I said, "Hey," I turned to her, I said, "Do we really know him? Is he capable of doing something harmful to her?"
Why would you suspect that?
Because some inconsistencies of phone calls he had with me didn't add up. Okay. So I'll give you the sequence. He calls me mid-afternoon, 3-ish, maybe 3:45 or something. and say, I just had a flat tire. Okay, how the fuck did you get a flat tire? You just drove over to Kissimmee. You took her, maybe you're running an errand, but where would you have gone to get a flat tire? The tire was so flat, he drove on it and ran the, is that Jen?
Yeah, we were finishing up.
He ran the rubber right off the wheel.
Yeah.
So he had to travel a good distance to do that. And then he pulled into a shopping center, and I said, was the donut in there? Yeah, swapped it out and almost crushed my thumb. I said, okay.
You know what shopping center he changed his tire?
Oh.
Or where he picked up the flat or anything?
I have no idea. So
this
then,
was Monday, just to confirm?
yeah, Monday afternoon. Do we want to talk someplace else?
We can, yeah. You
Yeah.
want to put Jen in the truck? Jen, you mind
Watch
sitting in
the
the
dog.
truck for a little bit while we finish talking to?
In the trunk?
Yeah, that's fine. Or wherever you're comfortable. You can sit in the weekend or whatever you guys.
How long are we going to be?
A few more minutes. Yeah.
And we're done.
It's been a while already, and I apologize.
That's fine.
All right, take them out. So, then around 5 o'clock, I get this call, and he's telling me about, well, there's been an incident, and that then he tells me that he dropped her off. And I said, well, tell me what you mean by that. And he said, well, I dropped her off. She doesn't want to be seen being dropped at school because you're not driving a cool enough car. Oh, okay, so you're not driving a Lamborghini, you can't drop her off at school. Okay, dropped her up a block off. He said he watched her through the rearview mirror, walked towards school, and then he left. And I said, okay. And so now you're finding out when you went to pick her up that she wasn't there. And everybody's just discovering this at the end of the day. How many hours later? Okay. So then, trying to think when I had the conversation about his phone. So I said, okay, well, they're going to want to know where your whereabouts were because you're the last person that saw her, so they're going to want to know. I said, did you have your phone with you? No. Why would you have your phone? I just forgot. Forgot mine. I said, beautiful. So then he tells me that he did an OS update. Now I'm a techie guy. And I said, okay. And he said, wipe the phone out. Really? How does that happen? It's an OS update. It's automatic. You say yes, and that's it. It updates, and then it reboots. It doesn't reset. It reboots. Well, I was multitasking, and I hit a wrong button, and it reset. And I questioned that. And I said, so there were some inconsistencies there. So why would that phone be wiped out? And I asked him last night, when you guys wanted the phone, I said, is there any reason why you wouldn't want to give him the phone? No, I don't think so. I said, okay, give him the phone.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Is there something on the phone?
Has he ever suffered from like mental illness or anything?
From what?
Mental illness?
Me?
No, not him.
Okay. When he was 8, he and a friend were playing in a parking area, and a guy came out and got in his Toyota pickup truck, said hello to the kids, and then backed up over him. And they both were run over, but he got hit in the head with the bumper, and he had a slight tick. He had separation anxiety. So, he slept with us for a while, and finally I said, no, you got to go to your own bed and, get over that. He would go over to a neighbor's home and spend the night and show up at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning wanting to come home. But as far as
nothing diagnosed or medication?
Well, he's been seeing a psychiatrist or psychologist or something. Okay. He's been on anxiety meds, depression or what have you. I have no idea what they're talking about because obviously he doesn't share that with me. But, he's battled a number of things, depression, anxiety, and what have you.
As a child or as an adult?
Maybe ADD as a child, but as an adult, more severe.
Okay.
He suffers from sleep apnea.
Was he able to complete school no problem?
Well, depends on who completed it. His mother, who we did online schooling, and she ended up doing most of the work for him.
Did he ever go to college?
No.
What did he do for work?
I've had him work with me in a variety of ways. When we were here in Orlando from 2010 to 2013, I did these, what they call BPOs. They're kind of like appraisals. I did 15,000 of them and had him and his friends go out and take these photos. And it was always a challenge to get his ass out of bed and go to work. No motivation. The more you do, the more you make. Yeah. No motivation there. So and after that, that work went away. I got involved in various projects around the state of Florida. He really didn't do much. He worked at Quiznos for a while. That didn't last long until he wrecked his car. So he's been living with us and me trying to get him out of the house to go work. We came down to Northport. He stayed there with Jen. So while we were down there until December of last year, he lived with Jen. And then I was supporting him in Orlando, and I said, I'm not going to do this anymore. You got to come back. Yeah. And I was trying to create an opportunity for him down there, but that didn't materialize. Then I'm trying to get his ass out to get a job at Lowe's or Home Depot or something.
Time-wise, it was sometime like 7:45. So we're down there.
7:45 this morning.
Yeah. So, did you tell your wife that Northport meeting's on the way? Did you speak to her already?
I will let her know that we got sidetracked on something. They're coming there to see if she's hiding in the house.
Yeah. So what we'd like to do is, given that he went down there, we'd like to make sure like he didn't stash her in the bedroom and hey, just hang out here.
No, she's been sorting out his bedroom because he lives like a fucking pig.
And you said you guys have a Ring camera, right?
Well, I was about to tell you that. I switched. Hey, Northport Police is going to stop by to do a well.
Blows me away. His dad, he is not holding back. He's an effing pig. Oh, lordy, lordy.
Wellness check type of thing. We're going to see if somehow stops.
Back around the house, yelling her name. Just that motherfucker. You know what? You know what stopped him from getting in the house? He didn't have a garage door opener. The front door lock is not working well.
Yep.
And I had put the lock on the slider.
Okay.
He couldn't get in.
All right. So I'm with the detectives, and they're sending Northport Police over to do a check to make sure that she isn't there. Okay. So you may want to alert the dogs. They're really friendly.
I've got their food. I'm fixing to feed them.
Alert.
Okay.
Just tell them it'll get noisy, okay?
Okay. All right. Well, I'm going to let you go.
They're good guys. I've been landline with them.
Yeah.
If there are any issues, give me a call.
All right.
Bye.
All right. Bye.
And as far as outside of your house, what does the layout of your yard look like?
Well, there's a house to the right of me, and to the left of it is woods, and there's woods across the street. That fronts I-75. At 7:45, it would have been well lit. There would be traffic, small amount of traffic going up and down our street because they're constructing homes nearby. So there's always people doing that.
So this is no HOAs, I'm assuming?
No, sir. No, it's all scattered by.
When you say woods, you mean like woods, or like a thicket?
Wood, yes.
What's your address?
With a satellite view, you'll see there's wooded lots all around. So next to me, there's a new house, and he's a renter. There's my house, and then to the left, there is wooded lot. There's a lot of wooded lots before my house, and then you run into one or two houses.
So going back to the cameras, you were going to say something.
Okay, so I ditched Comcast, and I had the Skybell hooked up to Comcast.
Okay.
And I realized when I kept seeing this orange light, I said, shit, I got to move this over. It's a pain in the ass. Move it over to the Frontier Communications versus Comcast. So I've got to reconnect it with the internet.
So the cameras weren't working for last
No,
week?
because we discontinued the service. Matter of fact, the modem's sitting on my office floor.
Okay. All right. Do you think your son's capable of doing something like this? I know it's a hard question as a father.
Yeah.
I wasn't a hero, a welcome comment. I said, how well do we know?
Yeah.
And nothing would surprise me at this point. I don't know.
Is your wife his mom?
Yes, we are biological parents to him. I'm going to say anything's possible. I don't know. I mean, there would have to be some ulterior motive for some reason.
Sure.
Was there a motive?
Well, we don't know. We're trying to find her. We still think she's alive. So
well, this press conference indicated that she had some comments on social media about I want to live in the woods.
Yeah.
Was that accurate or
that was?
Well,
we're not going to put anything inaccurate out there. That just tarnishes the validity of the
I asked Jen
investigation.
about that. She said, "Yeah, we had a conversation about a third world war. Where would you live? You know, the Palestine-Israeli situation. That's what I said. Okay,
So that was more of a fictitious. If doomsday happens,
Yeah.
sweetheart, where are you going to live? Is that accurate?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll go live in the woods. I said, she go live in the woods now by herself? I wouldn't.
Yeah.
You know, my idea of roughing it is that Howard Johnson's without a pool.
What is?
No kidding.
Do you know the unit number for your storage unit?
Yeah.
Because obviously you see the scope of what at some point we may want to get that storage unit as well.
I was there a couple of weeks ago pulling out some tax boxes. There's not that much room in there. I mean, you could stash the body if you wanted to, if that's the case. But like I said, as far as I know, I have the only key. I don't know if there were 2 keys issued, and I haven't seen the other key for well over a year. So,
is there a chance that he has that key?
Yeah, I would say
there's always a chance.
There could be a chance because he's stolen from us, and why he would want it is beyond me, because all his stuff is that he has, guitar or what have you, is stuck in the very back, and he didn't want that. But I've ended up trying to clean out our garage, and I stuck all the other stuff there, and he wouldn't like that. Nor would I think he would spend the time to pull shit out of there to get it.
What did he think about?
My impression is that he loves the shit out of her. And he was very upset Monday when he was talking to me. He was sobbing and blaming himself for her disappearance, and he was just I could tell he was just going to be an emotional wreck.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Did he ever have? Did he discipline her? How long were?
Yeah.
It's hearsay. He may have yelled at her because Jen and Jen would tell me this. That Jen.
Jesus, Lord Murphy. Have they, let me see here.
I didn't notice anything out of the ordinary.
So then just going back to the storage unit, obviously they're going to go to the house and check in the near future. Do you have any issues with us checking out your storage? Your code with you this morning to access the property, the storage property, your keypad code. I have Northport PD in front of your storage unit. I know we're in kind of a weird situation. Are you all right if they end up breaking the lock to get in there to make sure?
Yeah.
Okay. So, Alex,
He just asked Mr. Sterns if he was okay with us breaking the lock.
Yeah, he accessed the keypad.
We're working with management down there, and this is statewide news. This is huge news.
Yep.
So a lot of people are going above and beyond
Okay.
helping us.
I didn't even know he had the key.
Okay.
I don't know how he would have gotten the keypad.
It's interesting. What's your code?
What is your code?
Sure. What do you want to do?
They want the waivers signed before they break down. Like consent decision. So, yeah, they want consent decision. So
Yeah.
we
Do you
wanna
mind?
get
Do you
it-
mind?
Will they
doing-
take a wet signature or an e-signature?
I appreciate. Yep.
I think
Yeah, paint all over this. Good God.
your code was entered
Epic
into the
fail.
property this morning.
What time was that at?
9.
9.
And your wife, by chance, wouldn't have went to the store. She wouldn't even know where it is.
And Jen was with you this whole time, right? So
Well, wait. When I don't know where Jen was until she called me at 11.
okay,
Jen,
at 11.
and she said, "Hey, Stephan's not here. Is he with you?"
Okay.
So then he made up the story of getting lost and whatever. So there we go.
We can probably go upstairs.
Was that?
We can go upstairs.
Yeah.
Let's take these elevators right here.
Well, I've already put steps in, just walking. Yeah, I was like 8,900. I said, well, if I keep walking, I'll hit my 10,000 steps for the day.
Was this the sheriff's? There's no way this was the sheriff's office.
No, it was just opening up.
Down on 33rd is where you guys were at.
Yeah.
Who was the sheriff?
Mel Coleman.
No.
You'll have to Google it.
I would. Well, we have his pictures. We have shrines of past sheriffs all over. I'm sure we'll see him.
He was a good guy. He was kind of, I guess, revolutionary back then, young guy, and what have you.
Yeah.
But, you know, what was the pay back then? I think I was making 800 a month. You know, tell me that.
Yeah, but back then that was a good job, right?
Well, you know, it was fun. I tell you what, once you get it into your blood, you never let it go. So I was moving from Campbell Soup from Jacksonville to Orlando.
Am I going to be able to get back there?
I'll go there. Yeah.
And I'm taking this truck back Sunday evening, and I've got to be at the office in Jacksonville to pick somebody up a private office.
Yeah.
Monday morning.
Hey, Evan, we'll just hang out here so that because he doesn't have a proxy. Okay.
So I pull up 436, 1792. There was a green pickup from this stupid Pepsi rental truck. And as I'm approaching the intersection, this guy is weaving. And so we pull through the intersection, and this guy's weaving. And then I notice up ahead the guy's riding his bicycle. And this guy pulls over, and it's fuck, he's going to hit this guy.
Oh, no.
He hit him. Sent him flying. I went running up to I drove up to him, and he pulled into the ABC liquor lot for whatever reason, and turned around and looked at me and said, "Thank you very much. I got your face. I've got your license plate. I got on the payphone," because that's what you did back then, and called out of my police department and said, told him what happened. I said, "I think he's going to be heading eastbound on I-4." They came up.
Hey, Evan, is that remote right there? Can we turn this thing off? Yeah.
And so, Alamo PD came up, took the report, as I'm talking to him, to get a video alert, because now they got me to identify. I didn't get out of there until midnight. And I get outside of Jacksonville, not far from my exit, the car stops.
Yeah.
I'm now stuck on 95 at 3 a.m. I've got to be at the office at 7 a.m. And these sailors coming back, picked me up and took me to my apartment. And I said, "Thank you, Lord."
This man likes the sound of his own voice.
So are you guys still
Great.
residing in Orlando part-time? You mentioned something off of Westwood.
Well, that's where our corporate office is.
That's where your corporate office
And
is.
so
Okay.
when I got up this morning, I went over there to meet up with everybody and then kill some time because I'm just a type A personality. I'm
Sure.
just not going to sit around
Sure.
waiting for whatever.
So sitting in a parking lot had to kill you.
It did. it's just like, come on.
Yeah.
So
Well,
anyway, it wouldn't surprise me if somehow he stole the key out of my car, because I
Okay.
put all the keys there.
okay.
So I had.
Does he have access to your car?
He would.
He would.
Because I would keep the keys on my desk. He could easily go in there.
And he was saying this.
And when was the last time he was at your house in Northport? Was it over the weekend for her birthday?
Did they see him on-
So I moved him back down from Kissimmee in December
Okay.
to try to get him started on another career opportunity.
Okay.
Didn't materialize, so trying to work on some other things. So he visited them. He lied to me about this. He visited them maybe 6 weeks ago, maybe a month ago. Hey, I'm
Visited who? I'm sorry.
Jen.
Okay.
And, I'm going to Frank's house and I need a little extra cash. Okay, when are you going to be back? I'll be back later tonight.
Mm-hmm.
So I get an alert that toll booth charge. On E-Pass, I get an alert. I go, call him up and say, how's Kissimmee?
Yeah.
So he lied to me about what he was doing.
Yeah.
But he was in Orlando until 3:00 maybe Sunday, and then he left because I told him
That's what I told him.
he had to take care of his room, clean the mess out of there before he could go.
Yeah.
So he did that. He got up there at 6:30 or so.
So I was kind of overhearing the conversation. Would it be safe to say and accurate that your son had no rights to this this storage unit at all?
If he asked my permission, I would allow it.
Did he ever ask you permission?
No.
Okay.
And again, like I said, I've been missing this key for
Yeah.
how long have I had this? Maybe I've had this key for maybe 18 months.
Okay. So was he staying with you kind of in Northport?
Yeah.
Up until now.
I moved him back in December because I couldn't afford. to
Okay, so from
subsidize it.
December to today, essentially.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Where was he staying up here with Jen?
Yeah.
Okay. I just realized we just let Jen downstairs. She had the key to your truck?
No.
Okay. Well, I guess we won't be too long. Just it's dark out. Okay. All right. So he stays down there. And how often does he come up here to visit Jen and Maddie?
I think since he left in December, this would be the second, maybe third trip, but second, maybe third.
Yeah. Okay. So in December, that's February, almost March, second of May. So maybe once a month. Would that be fair?
He actually went in December for Christmas time, now that I think about it, because he was not included in the family outing, but he was there. So then he made this faux trip there, and then he made this, so 3 times. He's been there 3 times.
Okay. And she stays at that apartment in Kissimmee. Has she been staying there?
And he rented, and they which I ended up having to pay.
Renting a room within the same apartment?
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
Jen's father rents the rooms out.
And does Jen's father live there? Or does he
No.
lease the apartment and then sublease the rooms inside?
Well, he owns the townhouse and he rents out the rooms and charges his daughter rent.
Gotcha. Okay. That makes more sense.
Yeah.
Because for some reason, I came into this towards the tail end of the investigation. For some reason, I thought he was living in that apartment like today.
No.
But okay.
No, he was just visiting.
All right. You guys going back home tonight?
No, I booked the room for tonight.
Okay.
Go back tomorrow.
Well,
I didn't know what was going to happen today, so I booked the room for the second night.
Okay. I don't know what they're
You know
doing.
what really gets me? When I left him at 3:00, you could see that he was physically exhausted and worn out. Matter of fact, I heard a comment when I was talking to them that he was falling asleep in the car on the way to the hotel.
Hmm.
So I figured he'd get in bed, crash and burn, and that would be it. It's pretty ballsy to assume that Jen would sleep through the entire night and not wake up and find he wasn't there.
I don't disagree with you.
Because at 10:45 she calls and said, "Is Stephan with you?" And I go, "No."
Yeah.
He said, "Well, he hasn't been here for 25 minutes."
And that's probably, I'm assuming, like she woke up, it's been 25 minutes, and he hadn't shown up.
Yeah, expecting him to return, and he never returned.
Yeah.
And then he showed up maybe towards 11:30. Yeah, maybe it was like 11:30.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now this really, 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 really blows my mind. Obviously, something. I'm afraid to even say it. Think it.
What's that?
There's just too many inconsistencies here, and his behavior is indicating something else is going on here. You know, why would he spend nearly 6 hours driving round trip to go to Northport to the storage unit?
Blows me away. This guy just sounds like he does not like his kid at all. We just are tail ending it here, friends.
Well,
I mean,
hopefully we may be able to figure that out.
Body was in Jen's car.
We're trying to figure it out.
Have you asked him?
Yeah.
Jen Soto.
Yeah, we talked to him. So.
Hey, I'm inside the building.
Let me check on them. Don't wander off too much.
So, guys, that is the end of the audio as far as Stephan Sterns goes, or his parents go. So we've got a bit left, and that's going to be more interviews between Stephan Sterns and Jen Soto. So I will gather up as much information as I can. This will probably be a tomorrow thing. So don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and to hit, let's see here. No. Give me 2 seconds. Hit that bell. I stream very randomly. Whenever I can get some information, I'm on it. So yeah, pretty damn disturbing. It just doesn't sound like his dad likes him one bit, and probably that much less at this point. The neglect, the poor child's teeth and her haircut. I know. You're so right. You're so right. I hope she doesn't escape any kind of charges. I honestly believe that the only way she's going to be able to do that is if she's giving information. I don't know that they need much more as far as Stephan goes, but could this have further implications? I think there is a really good possibility. So again, guys, don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and I'll see you guys very, very soon in the next one. Bye.